Alright, welcome back. This is Salty Sergeant. We are playing some Forza Motorsport 7 today, actually. It was on sale this past week. Picked it up with my Microsoft rewards. I spent, I think, $5 on the complete version of the game. So all DLC, all car packs, everything. So, I haven't really gotten a chance to play it. I've played a little bit through the campaign, if you want to call it that. But we'll see what we can, how much we can get accomplished today. Let's see. It looks like my Mixer chat might be a little funky right now. That's okay. I don't expect anybody to be watching on Mixer anyways. Alright. Fantastic. So here we are. I was actually just playing online. I played a race online real quick using the Veloster N. Not a fan of the Veloster N. I don't... Although front-wheel drive cars in this game are actually usable, unlike Forza Horizon, I'm not a fan of front-wheel drive cars. Just straight up don't like them. They're hard to drive. They're always really twitchy for some reason. I feel like it might be easier if I was actually using my steering wheel setup. I'll have to play around with it sometime. Maybe over spring break here in a couple weeks, I'll be able to really spend some quality time with Forza. Okay, but what we were gonna do, we were gonna see what our car collection is. What is this? No, not that. My garage. What is this Veloster? This is Modern Hot Hatch. I think that's just what the Racing 101 playlist is Modern Hot Hatches. Because that's what it seemed to be. So we're going to buy a new Modern Hot Hatch. We're going to buy something specifically for that playset. Okay, let's see. How do we do this? Where's our filter? There it is. Division? Unlocked. Okay, apply filters. What was it? It was like Modern Hot Hatches or something. Oh, here we go. Modern Hot Hatches. Yeah, this is it. Because I was racing against a whole bunch of people with Honda Civics. At least I thought I was. Maybe I wasn't. Hopefully we can find something that's not awful in here, which I think the Mazda Speed 3 is going to be our best bet. And it's low enough in the Pi rating, I think we should be able to... get that up a little bit with should be able to modify it a lot by getting grippy tires, rear wheel drive, all the important stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get ourselves a Mazda Speed 3. And I'd say it's modern. Mazda Speed 3s haven't been out for a while. Yeah, it's 2010, just like when they stopped making them. These are 8 years old. You could probably go out and buy a Mazda Speed 3 for pretty cheap, all things considering. Like scouring Facebook and Craigslist. Okay, now if you've watched me play Forza Horizon, I do have a designated paint job for all of my cars I actually race with. The white camouflage is the base. I'm not going to mess with it too much right now. I'm just going to leave it as the white camouflage.
Good choice. You can take this one for a spin whenever you want.
Okay, so let's get to upgrading. So I think it's C class that we have to upgrade it to. So let's go to upgrade shop and build this guy for C class. First off, My tire compound breaks division restrictions. What? Okay. Does that mean I'm not actually going to be able to drive this thing? Because that's going to get really irritating. Because it needs different tires. This is the... Well, it has those, and it needs... There we go. Whatever. Okay, let's convert this to rear-wheel drive, because I'm a sucker for rear-wheel drive. I wish for $5,000 you could convert any car to rear-wheel drive. That would be amazing. I would have done that to my my old Yaris years ago. I know in real world, as much as I like garage Very stuff, we're just gonna stick with the Forza stuff because it's adjustable. It's important. That actually just makes it heavier. We can get rid of the hood scoop. Do we want to get rid of the hood scoop? Does it do literally anything else? Get rid of the hood scoop and we lose 6 pounds. You know what? Why not? Because I know normally in the real world, getting rid of hood scoop, extra scoops and vents and stuff makes your car more slippery through the air. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so we can't go maximum width on the tires, because that apparently breaks division restrictions. Yeah, because we can only go up to 245 on the tires. Let's get some new rims. Let's see, what do we got? Some 1552s. I do like the 1552s an awful lot. And the Enkis. We might go with some Enkis though. I don't know. What other good options do we have? We have some Works, Weld Sports, Volks, TE37s, which is the generic choice. Or it used to be the generic choice. I don't think it is anymore. Those actually look very purposeful, and I kind of like those. We're going to go with those guys. Okay. So what can we do here? Because upgrading this, does this actually do anything for us? It makes us lose 3 pounds. That's about it. Okay, whatever. I don't know what transmission they put in here, so I want to, or not transmission, what gear ratios it has. So I would like to make sure that it's workable a little bit. Need our limited slip differential. We already upgraded that. We're probably going to want some more power because I've upgraded pretty much. Let's do that. So we're almost already at max power for the class. Let's get rid of some weight. What else can we do? Because we're pretty high. We're pretty up next to that class limit there. There we go. It's at 286 horsepower. With the widest tires we can get, with the best tire compound. So we're only 14 horsepower short of max for our class. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, we're still sitting at over 3,000 pounds, which is, that is a little heavy. That's heavier than I prefer to be driving, but we'll see how it goes. I see they have the body kit. In this one, they also have the body kit presets. Does that mean they have wide bodies in this game as well? I really have no idea what they have in this game and what they don't. Okay. Let's see, let's go to... Is there an options menu? Why? Oh, there we go. Audio. Let's see. Yes. Yes, we want subtitles. Okay, I'm fine with all of this. Okay. Video. What do we have here? Let's see. Not worried about that, not worried about that. Okay. Actually, can we just not show this again? There we go. Alright. Switch gear, up, down, switch handbrake, switch close. Okay. Yeah, I haven't even played this game with my steering wheel yet, so we'll see how that works. Maybe we'll get to that sometime soon. Hopefully. Okay, we're gonna play some more multiplayer. I don't know how well this is gonna work. Hopefully we can jump back into the 101 playlist with this car. Give it a quick tune and hopefully be good. Cause I did just do my first online race and I didn't do badly. I ended up in 4th out of 8th. Hold on, go back. Is it picking up on my microphone right now? Because that's irritating. I don't want that. Okay, so I'm just not sure how to mute my microphone now. It's a little irritating. Okay. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go on and do our next race. We'll see how all this works. I'm sure there's a way to mute myself. Oh. I'm sure if they don't like it, they'll mute me too, so... They don't want to hear me streaming the game. Okay, we are allowed to use our Mazda speed. That's good news. The race is starting here in about 30 seconds. So what can we do here? We gotta decrease our tire pressure a little bit. Give ourselves a little bit more camber in the front because this is now rear-wheel drive as well. So we can now tune it as a rear-wheel drive car. Much easier to do. Intermission countdown has 15 seconds left. Okay. I thought it was, it just counted down all the way. Apparently not. Apparently I still have a few seconds left. We have a little bit more downforce in the rear, and we got the alignment done. A good basic alignment that should work no matter what. So let's get this on. Let's see if we can place any better now that we're running a rear-wheel drive car. Yeah, this is the same lobby I was in before, because I was racing that Mercedes last time. A little too fast in that corner. So I'm trying to get used to this, the motorsport style of driving as well, because I'm more used to the Horizon one, which is much less touchy. Motorsport is a lot touchier, a lot more sensitive to what you're doing. Okay, we're not doing too bad. Where are we? 4th place. Nice mid-pack location. See if we can get up to 3rd place, because I'm sticking to this 2nd and 3rd place pretty close here. Yep, he just went off track. Beautiful. 3rd place. Shift down to 2nd, get around the hairpin, well, hairpin-ish. It's just a tighter corner. Then again, I'm thinking about the last time I really played this track was back in Motorsport 4, I believe. Which is still the best Forza game. Maybe I should be streaming Motorsport 4 instead of 7. Because Motorsport 4 is way better. I say that like I've actually played through this game. I haven't really done. I don't have a lot of experience in this game yet, so I can't say definitively that 4 is better. But there's no Fujimi Kaito in this game, so it makes me think that 4 is better. No Toyota, no Fujimi Kaito, no mountain tracks really at all. I mean, I think there's what is it? The Bathurst. Yeah, I think Bathurst is in the game, but it's not as good as the old Blue Mountain or Fujimi Kaito, which were both licensed to the game. They're not. They're custom tracks. They're not real tracks, and they were better than the real world versions, in my opinion. Ooh, Watkins Glen. It's like my old hometown track. I say hometown track. I still lived like 3 hours away from it, but it wasn't bad. It was not bad. Okay, we got a little bit of money. Whatever. We're not really here to make money. We're here to drive little cars quicker than other people. Particularly Miatas, because Miatas are the best, and well, actually Miatas are second best. MR2s are best, but they didn't put MR2s in the game for some reason. Well, I know why. It's just licensing issues with Toyota. Toyota doesn't want to be involved in video games anymore. Okay, so we're starting with 9 people this time. Okay, this could be good. Could be good. Let's go. My car is still not terribly competitive, but then again, I'm not terribly competitive. So those Mercedes were doing pretty well, though. And I don't think these Fiats were doing terribly well, because I don't remember them doing well. They're obviously cornering much better than me. They're much lighter. Because this Mazda Speed 3 is quite heavy. Not a huge fan of the weight of this thing. We do have a little bit more power than the other cars, it looks like. I say that as I'm getting passed on the straightaway. Oh, this is the non-chicane track. I didn't even know they ran this track without the chicane. I think that in real life they only run chicane. Oh well. Yeah, and I feel like driving in this game, it would actually be easier with the steering wheel, because with the controller, the movements are too sudden. They're not smooth enough. And you can really feel it with the car. The car jumps around a lot whenever you try to do it, make any adjustments. That was not great. Okay, we should be able to get through this corner and the next without braking. There we go. Okay, yeah, maybe the Fiats were the ones that were doing so well before, because they're doing quite impressive. Maybe I should pick up a Fiat for this nonsense. Actually, I wonder if this is like Horizon, where it has a colorblind mode, where it's not red and yellow. Because red and yellow for the braking line, I have a very hard time telling the difference on this game. In the older games, it wasn't so bad, but they've like dulled the colors down, so now it's much more difficult to try to tell the difference between the two. I'm sitting here, it's like the stadium seating over to the right here, behind the pits. That's usually my my location when I go to this track too. So I've gone to this track a couple times, and that's usually where I sit. It's usually a pretty good time. Because going for the NASCAR racing, when the NASCAR series stops off at Watkins Glen, that's a wonderful time. Love it. Because NASCAR on TV is kind of, I might be offending people, but it's kind of boring to watch on TV, honestly. I really have no interest in watching it, but when you're actually at the race, it's good. It's like this race. I'm going to go see the Indy 500 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I would never watch it on TV. It's probably boring as all get out, just watching cars drive around in a circle. But going to see it in person is going to be different. Okay, we got ourselves another fourth place finish fourth out of 8. We're doing about average. That's not too bad. I'll take average placement, you know. Let's go to Brands Hatch. Why not? I don't mind that track too much. I'd still prefer Fujimi Kyoto, but whatever. What do I know? Okay, hold on a second here. Oh, let's get rid of that. We don't want that. We want that. There we go. It disappeared again. Stop that. Okay, there we go. Now I have all my chats up. My mixer chat was getting a little weird there. So just in case somebody wants to talk to me, which I know that racing games are they're not nearly as popular as Planet Coaster that I play on Tuesdays. So I kind of don't really expect many people to come in and start talking to me about stuff. Oh, I got 12 drivers now. Ooh. There we go. 13 drivers. I'm getting that number up. I'm surprised it's still this easy to find drivers, because I know when playing other racing games, after about 6 months of the game being out, it's almost impossible to find an online get match. Okay, there's that. Those Fiats again. Got off the line a little better than they did, but they're going to pass me here in the corners. So you're going to do a lot better in the corners than I am, because they're so much lighter than I am. Okay, let's go. Nope, get back on the road. What are you doing? Come on. There we go, thank you. Darn car. So average, if I get 6th or better, I'm doing about as well as I've been doing, because I know I've been sitting at about mid-pack. There's 12 racers this time, so I want to get at least 6th in this race. I mean, I'd like to get better, but being realistic, I can't imagine that's actually going to happen. That guy may end up passing me. We'll see. How many laps is this? Oh, this is only 3 laps of this. These races are really quite short. Maybe that's the whole point of the Racing 101 area. To have really short races. Because I'd prefer like some nice longer races, like a good 10 to 20 minute long. But this guy's only like, this race is like less than 3 minutes. Actually, ideally, if I was on the steering wheel, we would have some nice solid 1 hour races. But I'm not sure if they do that in this game. I know in, again, 4 being the best Forza Motorsport game. It had the endurance racing, so you'd be looking at like 40 laps of some track. Was it really endurance? Not really. It was actually more like the length of an actual race, but it wasn't bad. It was not bad. Yeah, 5th place. That's not bad. I'll take it. I don't want to do either of those. But yeah, we'll see. I actually had a clean lap in there though. I mean, it was only 56 seconds, but that guy in front of me was at 54 seconds on his clean lap. Woo! That's insane. So he's running like almost 2 seconds faster than I am around a 50-second track. That's not great. That is not great at all. I really don't. Do the credits you get, are they based on what place you're in? Because I know in Horizon it's not really based on what place you're in. It's based on how far you drove. Excuse me. So I'm curious in this game if it's based on the length of the race, how many laps are on the race, or stuff like what. what stipulations that actually is that makes what you get paid. Oh, this is gonna be awful. I am not going to win this. I know I was talking about Indy a little bit ago, but yeah, no, good. This is gonna be awful. I've got a car built for grip, not speed. And even then, it's not even that grippy. But yeah, the seats where I'm sitting are actually right over here on the right for the Indy 500 in the main grandstand here. Towards the end, at the end of the straight, so it's like right over here. But yeah. So I'm going to try to draft on this track as much as I can because I don't have a chance otherwise. I was unaware that we had an option of doing oval tracks for Racing 101, which kind of sucks. I was not prepared for this. Yeah, there goes another guy. Yeah, my car is really slow compared to everyone else's. This is not going well for me. And do not lift in the first turn. Beautiful. See if we can catch his draft. I'm not sure how to check if I'm in his draft or not, because I know the old games there'd be like a little alert saying your lap was dirty if when you were drafting someone. Not sure if that's a thing in this game. Actually, are there Indy cars in this game? I feel like there are. I feel like that could be fun, starting like doing a recreation Indy race, because the Indy race itself takes about an hour and a half. So that'd be a pretty fun race. To get a group of people together to do an hour and a half long race on Indy 5 to do the Indy 500. Especially if it was like the week of the Indy 500. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll organize something like that. See if anybody else is interested in that nonsense. Okay, they're far enough ahead that I'm no longer drafting, and this is going to be a clean lap. So hey, at least I'm getting a clean lap on an online race. I'm impressed. And another 5th place finish. It's not awful. But if we're going to continue doing oval racing, I think I'm going to need a different car, because that's not great. The Civics seem to be much better at that sort of thing. They probably are running the 300 horsepower and no downforce. Which would certainly help getting that extra little oomph of power. I would imagine the newer Civics are also more aerodynamic than the old Mazda 3s, but yeah, what do I know? Apparently I've made progress in Forza-thon. Okay. Yeah, I should. Actually, that is something I should do. I should bring my Xbox 360 in here and start streaming that. Start streaming Forza Motorsport 4. Because that really was the best one. I'm really sad that it's not. I'd probably get more viewers too. There's probably less people doing that. Or it's been saved for later's. Okay. Whatever. Don't really care about the reward that much. Okay, we're doing Lime Rock. And I cannot upgrade or tune my car again. Great. I wish they gave you enough time to like tune the car. That'd be nice. So I have some adjustments I'd like to make. Such as softening up the front suspension a little bit and maybe yeah, I need to soften up the front suspension and give the front end more downforce. We're lacking in the front downforce department. Or generally front grip. Can't say it's downforce, it's not necessarily the downforce that's there, it's just grip in general on the front end. I'm not even sure if I've ever raced this track. I don't think I have. All right. It's actually a pretty short track here. Actually, I think I might. Was this in Forza 6? I played through the majority of Motorsport 6. I think it was. I think this track was in 6. Oh, oh. Curb is making us slide a little bit. Don't need that. All right, let's see. I don't think we're going to get much better than our current position, unfortunately. Unless somebody in front of us makes a big mistake. Yeah, because I don't think we're going to be losing a position either, but I don't think we're going to be gaining a position. Nope, sliding. Nope, that's killing speed. Can't be doing that. I know, and I was thinking that the almost 300 horsepower would feel like a lot. But honestly, my car, which has like half of that, feels like it has more power than this car. Primarily just because it's like 1,000 pounds lighter, but still, the weight makes a big difference. I need to find a lighter car to do this class in, or do this racing in. Maybe if I convert a Fiat to rear-wheel drive, maybe that would work. Again, I miss Forza 4 in the fact that they had my Yaris in it. Which I'm not sure if I could convert it to rear-wheel drive. You could convert everything to rear-wheel drive like you can now. Only some cars you could. But still. I got a clean lap. I still got a clean lap. Most everybody else got dirty laps. But a clean lap at 103 isn't great. When the top three, all the leaderboard people got less than a minute. That one was like 6 seconds a minute faster with the Renault Clio. Interesting. Yeah, because the Fiat 500s, and I'll have to check out the Renault Clios as well. So again, I'm guessing it has more to do with the fact that they're using a lighter car than I am, which definitely helps. They're probably also a lot more skilled than I am too. I'm not going to just try to complain about my car being too heavy, and that's the reason I'm losing. No, that's stupid. Okay, I don't want to do Road America, we're quitting. I have no interest in Road America. Okay, multiplayer 102. Sport compact icons. This one might actually be better because this one has Miatas in it. I'm all for the Miatas. Driver is assigned to enter the bucket. Okay. Sport compact icons. What qualifies as sport compact icons? Because those are definitely more of my favorite vehicles. Because they're showing the RX-7, which means that it should be like small Japanese sports cars should fit in that category. I don't, let's see, let's do that. And it didn't. That, apply filters, there we go. What was it, sport compact icons? Sport compact icons, here we go. Yeah, there we go, there's my car. Nice Miata. Nice MX-5 there. Silvia, Prelude, Silvia, Talon, RX-7, GTO, SVX. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. Why is... I feel like that shouldn't be in this group, but whatever. Oh, the Brat's in here too. I didn't know that this game had the Brat in it. That's nice. Ooh, I do like the old first-gen RX-7s. Or second-gen RX-7s. It's hard to tell the difference between the two, because I believe the first-gens and second-gens have like the same body. I'm probably wrong there. I'm not an expert on rotary vehicles. I usually just do my best to ignore them. But I do like the more original body styling. Or the body style of the older RX-7s. These guys. Okay, let's see. I want to stay away from Nissans. Not a huge fan. Might get the Miata though, because that's. I mean, it's my car. I gotta do it. I mean, I've got the non-Mazda Speed version, but still, it's an NB Miata. I gotta go for it. Now we're getting stock parts because I'm not dealing with the stupid parts that they want to add to the car for me. Which I say that probably would make a better car than what I'm about to build. Yeah, we wanted that. Don't go back. Upgrade shop. And it already has the correct drivetrain. What engines do we have? Oh, you can put a rotary in there. We can actually put a rotary in it and still comply. Let's do that. We do need street tires because I know they're saying that we need some street tires for this class. So we have street tires. 255 is the widest we can go, but these we can't even get tires that wide on. Oh, we can on the rear. So we can't even get tires that wide on a Miata. We need adjustable suspension. We need some better brakes. Let's see, what else do we need? Well, that will reduce our shift times to almost nothing, so let's do that. Yeah, by just adding the rotary, I think we're going to have more than enough power. I don't think that's going to be an issue. The car actually got slower by putting a front lip on it. And even slower still with the rear wing. Interesting. Well, we're going to do it anyways because I like downforce. Grip is life. So, now we have a little bit more to play around with for the pi rating, which we can't actually modify the engine at all because that's going to do some ridiculous things. No, actually, let's see if we can get some new rims for how much pi we have left. Some Enki yeah, some of that super lightweight Enkis, the RPF ones. It's just kind of irritating that I'm stuck with like these 18-inch wheels. I wish I could go to like 16s or 17s. It looks weird. Okay, that dropped another 50 pounds. See, can we lose any more weight? No, that puts us over. Well, actually, if we put on our slightest drive shaft, then we should be able to... Actually, what do we have for clutches? Do we have the best... we don't have a clutch in. Oh, that'll decrease the shift time even more. Heck yeah. Way better than having a lightweight... better than that. Okay, so let's try that. And decreasing the brakes a little bit. Why is stock better than that? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Okay, so now we have one pi to deal with again. Which I know, like, taking 7 pounds away from the car probably doesn't make that much of a difference, but, you know, it's 7 pounds. I'm not good enough to feel a difference there, but, you know, the car looks apart, so I'm happy. It's the top of its class. It looks like it's built. It is kind of built, though I don't really know what I'm doing. Top out in like fourth gear there. We're at 146. Try going to 420. 46.4, 146.5, 146.1. Okay, that's when it starts slowing back down again. Okay, let's add more front camber, a little bit of toe. Let's add some more caster. Let's decrease the ride height as much as we can. We don't need a ride height. That's fine. We need more downforce. 100 pounds of downforce is not a lot. I feel like you actually get more than that. For putting a small front splitter on a Miata, I feel you get more than 100 pounds of downforce. But whatever. Only a little salty about that. Which I'm hoping to actually be able to do some experiments on that this summer, so we'll see how that works. because I've got a collection of cheap aerodynamic mods I would like to do to my car, but I want to make sure that they actually do something instead of just look the part. It's important. It's important to make sure that when you modify a car, that it actually makes a difference for the better and not for the worse. But that's my opinion. Just how I do. Wait, are Porsches in this game? I'm trying to think if Porsche made an appearance in this game or not. I feel like it might have. Because I feel like the 944 should also be in this class, but I don't think I saw it. Because it would make sense. I mean, it's a FR turboed car from well, I mean, it is from the 70s. That's when they started making them, isn't it? So they're pretty old. That was like the least 70s looking 70s car. The Porsche 944 looked like it came out of the 90s. I'm pretty sure they built it straight into the 90s though, so it makes sense. Okay, so we have learned that if we go into Racing 101, we are almost guaranteed to find a lobby. There's lots of people in there. No idea if that'll... Nope, that's not working for multiplayer 102. I don't even know what class my car is in. I think it's in C. Some cars are blacklisted from this event, which is really sad that they've been blacklisting cars in this game. Because I think the Honda Odyssey has been blacklisted, which is really sad because that car looks really fun. This is also what Forza Horizon has been missing online, is being able to choose a class and go race in it. You can't do this in Forza Horizon. It's all really messy. I don't like it. It's just race, and then you get to choose either S1, S2, or A, and then you do some races that you don't want to do. Here at least you get to choose a car, and you know you're going to be doing a racetrack of some sort. Wish they added, they would add Fujimi Kaito again, but whatever. Now we already tuned this car, I'm good. We've got 10 more seconds at intermissions, then we can get on to a 5-lap race at Lime Rock. It's not bad, I'll take it. I'll take it. Is this the one we just did? Yeah, this is the track we were just playing in 101. But now we are racing with a better car. Prefer Miata over most other things, so. Ooh, this is a full lobby too. Oh, I missed motorsport so much. And of course we go off track like this BMW did. And it looks like collisions are on, so we gotta be weary of the collisions. We are now second from last place, which is not the best place to be, I will admit. I do like how obnoxious my car sounds though with the rotary. Well, this is a mess. Okay, so we've moved up to 12th place, got away from that mess. See if we can get any higher, because having this many people racing is actually quite nice. So I don't think I've ever played online with this many people before in a racing game. Horizon doesn't count because that's just stupid. Because it's not actually racing. Horizon is more about the wall riding. Ah, come on, this guy's slow. I can't pass him on the outside either. Sending it up the center. That guy went invisible just in time for me to pass through. Beautiful. And that gets us up to 9th place, which I know is the average, but that's how we've been doing pretty much for this our whole session so far today. It's about average. We've been sitting on par. But so far, the Beyond is not doing too bad. It's not really lacking any power. I'll take it. Okay, we got this FRS BRZ GT86 thing in front of us, whatever it is. One of the 86 clones. Yeah, he's making a lot of progress right now. Oh, that's 2 people passed right there. Beautiful. So we're up into 8th place. Nice. Which, as long as I keep cutting that chicane, I'm not going to get a clean lap, unfortunately. My front end is beat up a little bit. So I am not, if it's not evident enough, I'm not terribly good at this game. Still learning. I say I'm still learning like I haven't been playing Forza for the past like 15 years. But here we are. But I've gotten better over those 15 years at least. Actually, I say that I was really good in Forza 1. I was probably the most competitive in Forza 1 compared to all the other ones. Ah, that still counted as a dirty lap? Okay, we gotta get a clean lap this last one. Because that's how we climb up the leaderboards, is good clean laps. Okay, so we got around that corner. That was pretty decent. Swung a little wide on the outside of that one. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we do not want to cut the chicane this time. Nope. I dirtied the lap. Darn it all. How did I manage that? That wasn't even the chicane I usually cut. Oh well, lap's already dirty, so we're just going to cut that and keep going. We actually have a chance of finishing this. We still have 25 seconds left. So we are good to go. Best lap was only 106, which wasn't great, but a lot closer on par with with people. Like if I did go off the corner on the first lap, I probably would have placed better. Probably would have ended up a little higher on the leaderboard. Yeah, because I'm seeing we've also have an Elise in here. Interesting. Didn't know the Elise was able to be in C class. That's nice. Nürburgring GP, Circuit of the Americas. Let's go Circuit of the Americas. Let's try that. Let's see how that does for us. I have no idea how this is going to go, or what track even won. Winner was using an Integra, which, you know, honestly makes sense. Those things are pretty quick. At least in real life, they're ridiculous on the track. They really are. So I used to race against one that had a, what did it have? B18, I think, a B18 engine with a turbo, and he converted it and he gutted out the interior, so it had a roll cage completely gutted out. Even took out the power steering, so he was running manual steering. That car was ridiculous. Okay, countdown. Got a few. It's left for going to Sonoma. Which one is Sonoma? Oh, this is the other NASCAR track, isn't it? The other NASCAR road course. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it is. I don't mind this track. This is, if it's the track I'm thinking of, yeah, it is. This isn't a bad track. I like this track. However, I do like the leases an awful lot. Maybe I'll go out and get one. Well, in game or real life, honestly, I could go either way. You really need to ram into me like that? It's a first corner always a mess in these games. Sorry about that, didn't mean to bump into you too much there. Doesn't look like I disrupted what he was doing at all. Okay, here we go. Out here. Go wide. And come over to this side of the track. Brake. Really? Was that necessary? Thanks to the rear ending, we completely missed the apex. And that guy's just trying to beat the crap out of me for some reason. Really? Really right now? Is there a way to report people on this game? Because I know there is on iRacing. I'm not sure if there is on here. This is just ridiculous. I'm gonna go back to a hopper where I don't have to worry about people ramming into me. Because light bumping is usually fine, I have no problem with that, but when you're forcing people into walls, that's just rude. I'm going to send it up the inside on that corner, and here, brake, downshift. Here we go. We're covering a couple of spots here. Oh, don't slide, don't slide. Oh. Sliding makes you slow. Now, on the plus side, I know my second lap is going to be much faster than my first one because no one's trying to ram me into walls. Wait, is this the guy that rammed me into walls before? This idiot? Really? Really right now? Yeah, I've got nothing against this Honda guy that's behind me. That, what is it, a Fiat or a whatever that keeps trying to ram me off the road. I'm tired of him though. Thank goodness I'm past him. He's stupid. Half expect him to rear end me coming into this corner. I think I was far enough ahead of anybody to keep him from rear ending. Actually, it looks like he's right behind me now, which means he's going to be rear ending me. Great. So I'm not sure if the Xbox Live rating system still works. That used to be a thing on the Xbox 360 where you could rate other players, and if you wanted to race, or if you wanted to play with them, or if you didn't like playing with them. Should see if I can rate that guy so I don't have to race against him anymore. Because I would be much higher up in the leader right now if he didn't ram me into that wall on the first lap. And there he goes. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. I'm gonna pull up my Xbox app and put a formal complaint in for him, because this is just stupid. Sure, buddy. So again, light bumping it's racing. That's what happens when you're racing. There's some light bumping. You shouldn't be ramming people as hard as you can. Aha, I got you around the last corner. This guy's gonna try to block both of us. Okay, what is this guy's name? We're gonna see if we can do something about this. Is that this guy? Nazca junk. Let's see, where's my Xbox at? Alright, let's see. Okay, that's not the right name. Is he still in the lobby? As if he is, I'm leaving. I'm not dealing with this garbage anymore. Let's see, where is he? Is he in here still? Nazca junk, he is. Really? Yeah, we're working on it. Cold Fester, who are you? Somebody in here. No, you're on the lease, yeah. Working on it. It's ridiculous. What? Started the game and it just paused on me. Okay, well, I guess I'm starting in last place. With a, what? Everybody else has like a 500-foot lead on me right now. Let's see if we can make that up a little bit. And plus, I don't get caught in the carnage of the first corner. This track feels narrower than the previous versions I've played. I don't know, especially through that section. Then again, my previous versions are from Motorsport 4, so I don't know. There's Nazca junk up to his ramming people off the road again. Beautiful. I went a little too wide on that turn. Let's see. We're making up some space though. We've gotten ourselves up to 12th. And it's trying to ram me off the road again, it looks like. Beautiful. Good. You spun yourself out. And you brought me back down to 14th place. I hope you're happy with that. Idiot. And I know you messaged me to say you're sorry, but you're still up to it, so it tells me you're not actually sorry. right. I cut that corner a little bit. Oops. Probably actually slowed me down. Oh well. There we go, up to 12th place. Which I may get passed on straight. Nope. Alright, fantastic. Moved up to 12th place. I think we started with like, how many people did we start with? Like 16? 15 or 16? And the guy that kept ramming me off the road has finally left, thank goodness. If he joins back in, I'm just going to leave though. Over it. Alright. Make sure he didn't just rejoin or something stupid like that. He's still not in here, that's good to see. Old Fester. Old Fester says race you again soon. Oh, did Cold Fester leave? Oh, looks like he did. That's it. We have someone that just decided to start going backwards for some reason. Great. Oh, got a little bit of lag there. This is a problem with playing on the PC over the Xbox, is I always seem to get a lot more lag. All right. Yeah, I don't actually like this track very much. But that's, whatever. It's just me. Okay, so we're in 8th out of 15th now. See if we can, well, Lotus looks like he's going to be passing me. Yeah. Oh, Lotus went off the track, the other Miata went off the track. Oop, oop, oop. I want to run into everybody here going into this corner. There we go. Or now everyone's going to pass me on the straight because my car has no top speed. Plenty of grip though. Okay, now we just have this, we're in 7th with this Renault in front of us. See if we can catch a little bit of a draft here, maybe. Ooh, trying to go into a corner 3 wide. That didn't go very well. Okay, back in front of the Lotus. In 7th place. Here we go. I see someone's just going around ramming people off the road again. That's wonderful. And I missed the apex on that corner by a bit. I think that 86 clone is coming up on my rear end here. Yep. It's not great. Not sure if I'm going to be able to keep him off on the straight. Because he's been holding onto my rear end here pretty tight, so I'm not sure if he actually has more speed than me or if he's gripping better than I am. Or kind of a mix of both. Oh, a little wide. That's not great. Not awful either, though. Here we go. Oh, nope. Don't slide. Don't slide. You're not drifting today. Yeah, and that just lost us a lot of space to this 86 here. I think he's going to end up taking the 5th spot there. Don't think I'm going to be able to pass him. Might be able to, but... Ooh, last lap. He's got to really mess up for me to be able to pass him before the end of this race. And he's pulling away slightly. Not great. At least not great for me. And I went flying off the track. Yeah, no. He has that one. Was attacking the corner a little too aggressively, and it just didn't quite work. So we'll take a 6th place. Wow. Person that came in first there with the Alpha was running, what, 4 seconds a lap faster. It's impressive. Oh, we gotta vote for the next track. What is it? Where's that button there? I think I voted too late. I've seen the Lotus driver, it makes me want to build up a Lotus for C-Class. Dubai. This isn't the Formula 1, this is the street circuit, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know the street circuit very well. Almost 2.5 miles and not very many turns, so this is going to be a pretty high speed one. Let's see, what other... So we have... Oh, the MX-5 Cup fits in C-Class too, apparently. That's nice. I do like the MX-5 Cup, that's just a decent car as well. Yeah, I think we're going to take care of this race, because we're already started with 20 people, so we'll take care of this and then back out racing for a bit. Got to build a few more cars, see what we can do there. Alright, here we go. Dubai Street Circuit. My only experience with this track has been the opening sequence of the game. And that's it. This is reverse of that, apparently. Hit the wall a little bit, that's not great. Grab the inside from the Civic. I did spend some time out in the Middle East, and it did actually look remarkably like this. I feel like they did a great job with the sands going across the road, because that is exactly how it's like. I mean, it's a lot slipperier though. When the sand's going across the road, you don't want to drive over that at high speeds, you're going to slip. I'm not sure if they implemented that in the game though. Like decrease in a decrease in grip when the sand is blowing across the road, but whatever. Oh. Okay, don't tug that corner too tightly. That does not work. And that is how we end up in 12th place again. Oof. I was doing so well too. I think I was up into 5th place. Oh well. Okay, we didn't hit the Volca through the tunnel this time. That's good. An improvement. Also, I'm not sure what the actually driving on the sand is like. I don't really want to do that right now, but I know in real life you try driving in sand, you just get stuck. Doesn't matter if you've got like a four-wheel drive system and off-road tires and whatnot. And a lot of the softer sand stuff, you're getting stuck no matter what you do. It's not great. I feel like they probably made it a little bit more forgiving for this game. There we go, got around that corner without running into a wall this time. Beautiful. Already getting better. Let's say, what is that behind me? I'm certainly making an interesting sound. Because those old Ferraris, they have V12s in them? Because those does sound like it. Sounds odd. So I would definitely believe a 12. Really? Why did you have to do that to me? Yeah, you probably didn't even mean to, but you ended up getting way more screwed over in that than I did. Okay. Back up to 13th. Not sure if we're going to be able to stay in front of this Ferrari for the whole... or get in front of this Ferrari before the end of the race, but... because I can get in front of them, I just can't hold my position. It's here. Oh look, I'm ahead of him, but I'm going to lose it around the first corner we go around. A hard time with these tunnel corners, judging speed through here. Yeah, like that was way too slow. I could have gone through that substantially faster. Too wide, too wide. Gotta hit the brakes a little bit, slowed us down. So I know last time I got through those corners without braking. This time I had to brake. Can't imagine that's because I was going faster than I was before. It's just an awful line. Okay, there we go. We're in 12th. And last lap. Best lap now is at 119. We actually did 3 seconds faster that last lap. Okay, that was a better line through there. That was a better speed maintained through that corner, so we're already doing better this lap than we were last one. Yeah, Honda Civic is just driving over the sand there. That does not work in real life. Hit the wall, darn it. Was hoping to get through there again without hitting the brakes. My line was bad again. Oh well. It's the last corner we can usually do without hitting brakes, though. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. That was close. But those two got into an accident around the last corner, putting me up into 9th. It's not bad. Oof. That was just barely missed that accident. I think he actually was flying over my car there for a moment. But I'll take 9th. I think we started with 20. It's above average. Definitely take it. Okay, I think we're going to back out of racing for right now. I think we've received a couple of rewards as well. Let's quit the lobby. Yes. I keep seeing the Lotuses and it makes me want to build a Lotus. Which is definitely an issue. Well, I say an issue, it's not really an issue, I just like Lotuses. The closest thing I'm going to get to an MR2 in this game is the Lotus Elise. Let's see. Cars, buy car. We want to buy an Elise. You can probably buy a whole bunch of Elises. One for every class. So we have the 211, the Elise 111, a 340, which those are pretty ridiculous. I saw somebody that actually made a custom, they kind of made their own 340. Or maybe it was actually a 340. It was just customized a little bit more because it didn't have the side panels. The side panels were open. But it looked very similar. It was crazy. I think they were selling it for like 40 grand. Nope, and nobody bought it for a while too. Okay, the GT1, which I think is still locked. I don't think I can buy that one yet. Okay, so the Esprit V8. No, okay, so the 340R and the Sport 190 have the exact same pi number. Interesting. This Elise is the one that can actually race in C-Class, which I find really interesting. It's the 311. Oh, the 311's an S-Class. Oh dear. Exige in A-Class. The Evora in B-Class. The Elan E-Class. Yeah. Obviously we need to build in the land for online racing. No, we don't. That'd be awful. I wanted to build them. And I was like, oh yeah, but what other weird cars do they have in this game that I'm not thinking of? I'm sure there are a few. Yeah, I do not need one of those. Let's see. Any odd Lamborghinis? Because the Jalapa, I do like this Lamborghini an awful lot. Actually, that one would be able to be raced in C-Class as well. Probably pretty competitively. So how much horse? Actually, not really, because it has less horsepower than my Miata did. And probably have to swap in all the handling gear, and probably would end up being higher than C-Class by the time I was done with that. KTM, nah. You got me fast cars, but Jeep. I don't think there's going to be any Jeeps that are going to be really competitive for this. Or Jags. Actually, do they have the old Jag in here? Yeah, there we go. The XJ. That could be pretty fun. That does have a lot of power, but it's also a lot of weight behind that power, so it's up in the air. Hummers only have the H1, and that's going to be useless for pretty much everything. Hot Wheels, The thing on the Hot Wheels Beetle isn't too bad. That's not bad. I know the twin mill is pretty much useless, especially if you're driving into cockpit mode. The Mustang, I've heard actually isn't bad. I've heard the Mustang's pretty good. Hoonigan, no, I'm not really interested in their cars right now. Honda. Yeah, okay, so the Indy cars are in here. So we can recreate the Indy 500. That could be fun. I have to do that at some point. NSXs, Civics. An S800. I'm not sure if this one would even be able to support tires wide enough to be competitive. How much is this? 28,000? Yeah, we're getting this regardless. Just because I like the S800. No, we're buying stock parts and we're going to set this up for a class and not for racing offline. We're going to race this. This is going to be set up for online racing. Honestly, I'm just really curious on what I can actually do with this thing. We're going to do that, buy that. We don't need weight reduction, it's already only 1,500 pounds. We may need an engine swap. We can do a 3-liter V8 racing engine, which is pretty much the, I think that's the old Busa V8. The Hayabusa V8. But actually, before we do that, let's get tires on, because I don't even know what car we would be able to run on this. Or not what car, but what engine would be able to run on this and keep it in a reasonable class. Yeah, the tires only go up to 205 as well, so that's not terribly wide. We're still in E-class though, with the widest race tires that we can fit on this thing. Which, that being said, this would be like an ideal candidate for Fujimi Kaito and Forza 4, due to the fact that, yeah, it's stupid lightweight. The car's only 1,500 pounds, rear-wheel drive. It doesn't have a lot of power, but you don't need a lot of power. Really, you just need to make sure it's as lightweight as possible. Okay, and we already did suspension. We will need brakes. Oh, that's why that one is so, actually decreases the rating, because it makes the car heavier. Let's not do that. It's, we already have the race suspension. What does this thing look like with the roll cage? Oh, that actually doesn't look bad. Nice roll bar in the back. Should get one of those for the Miata. In real life and in game, either one would be nice. So we can get this thing down in the 1400s, even with the roll bar, which is pretty slick. And still in E-class. Okay. So already this thing is going to be like a handling monster. We're keeping it rear-wheel drive, so we can upgrade all this stuff. So now we have like nothing to shift, no time required to shift the car, or to shift the transmission. Okay, so we're at there. So what does adding a different engine do? That just puts us straight into B class. A-Class and S-Class, okay. So we're going to hold on to the engine that we have currently then and upgrade it. So we don't want to go up that high. We do want revs for days. Which, I'm not sure, is there an E-Class leaderboard for this game? That could be pretty fun, making some E-Class race cars. So I do enjoy always racing in like the lowest class possible. Those are always fun. Okay, so let's see if we can get this car up to competitive C-Class, because that could be really fun in C-Class racing. Only cuts 3 pounds, I'm not worried about that. Which we're getting up to, what, 150 horsepower? Which might be too much for this car, honestly. Ooh. It's just well into B class, well into B class. We don't... Just under B, or just over B class. So that might work if we work with this. I don't know if that's going to help us at all. No, that just increased our rating even more. And probably putting lightweight rims are going to increase it even more. So if we put that on to increase weight a little bit, so we can have the little extra power. Let's get some next. See if we can get some wheels on here that do not increase S to B class. Props if they look good too. That's something I kind of missed from the Horizon game, though, is that the ability to swap in the turbo four-cylinder, the rally engine, into pretty much everything, which guarantees you 300 horsepower and a very drivable car, relatively competitive. But it's not necessary. We got other good stuff in this game, so I feel like this game almost makes up for it because this one's just so much better for competition. If you need to do some competing, this game is the place to be. Oh, come on, I need some heavier wheels. That's why I came into the 3-piece ones. Thought they would be a little bit heavier. Okay, let's go to specialized wheels. Obviously, we need to torque thrust everything. No, we don't. We don't need to torque thrust anything. Let's see. I know those are awful. Again, awful. I like those ones, but that puts us just over B class. Ooh, actually, some classic JDM wheels. We'll do that. We'll find a sacrifice somewhere else where we can get rid of that 0.1, unless we can just increase the size of the wheels a little bit. Oh, it worked. So I'm pretty sure these wheels don't come in 13s anyways. You have to get them in 14s. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so now we have 1 pi point to play with. We can lose 1.5 pounds. And that's probably going to be it. If we lose anything on the flywheel, lead us up to 500. Yeah, another 1 pound on the flywheel, lead us up to C500. Oh, beautiful. That is not bad at all. It's probably not going to be actually competitive because it doesn't have like any power. But it'll go around a corner real quick. It's a pity that this game doesn't have any good mountain courses. like Fujimi Kaito. Whatever. All right, let's try this again. We're gonna do another match with this. You know, I left and said we were gonna build a Lotus, and we ended up building a Honda instead. Oh, there is an E-Class. Oh, beautiful. I'm not sure if anybody actually races there, but that's pretty great. Okay, so we should be able to do like one or two of these races, and I gotta get going because I gotta get to school eventually here. Don't actually want to go to school today. It's not like tomorrow. I think I've got like a whole bunch of tests to do, and I'm not happy about that. Tomorrow and Monday is testing days. Okay, they're racing at Watkins Glen. It's not bad. Because we didn't get a chance to tune this thing, let's tune this car real quick. Okay, that's going to have to work unless doing this increases our speed at all, because I don't think we're going to get much faster than that. And 23.5. Yeah, no. This thing is going to be a cornering monster. Max aero, or max downforce, which is not a lot. Again, this is... I wish we could customize the downforce a little bit better, because the downforce that options we have in this game are not great. Drop it to the ground. Soften up the suspension a little bit. Let's go to 250. So I know on my car I'm only running, on my real car I'm only running like 150, I think. There we go. Or 150 pounds per inch anyways. I don't know how well it works. We'll see if this is any very competitive. I'm guessing that this car is going to be extremely not competitive. We'll see. Actually, it looks like I came back into the room I left a little bit ago. That's not too bad. What do we got? Suzuka or Yas Marina? We're going to go with Suzuka because my car is going to be not competitive at all at Yas Marina. We'll see if we can make this work. Love the look of it though. I feel like this would be a great autocross car, but that's about it. Which is kind of irritating because I know other people are talking, but I can't hear them at all. And I'm not seeing anything in the options for like voice through speakers. Kind of irritating. So it was an option. What is this whole... This is weird. There's a Toyota one. Is there? Yeah, there is. There we go. Works for me. No, I don't want to quit the lobby. There we go. Yay, we're doing Suzuka. Actually, there's a couple big straights on this one, so I might not have a chance. But we're gonna try it anyways. I think my car's only got like 170, no, less than 170, like 150 horsepower. I feel like this car could actually be really quick if I didn't have race tires on it. Oop, oop. Again, the car is really light, making it very... It's like even though I don't have much power, it doesn't take much to start sliding. Ooh, this car is actually pretty awful to drive. Get some wider tires on this thing. But they don't make tires any wider for it. And I just crashed into a wall. Oh, this is awful. Oh, hey there, from Lithuania. Lithuania? I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Glad you could join us. What the heck? This car is the worst thing I have possibly ever built. So it's like whenever it gets into like 5th gear, it just loses traction. No matter what I'm doing, it's going to lose traction. I don't understand. This car is horrendous. Yeah, I'm not going to finish this race. Or somebody quit, so I'm not in last. The DNF is in last place. I'm not quite there. I have this guy in 17th that's directly from me, so we might be able to pass him. Maybe. We'll see. This is a pretty long race, all things considering. Or a pretty long track. So I'm not sure if they have the short version in this game or not. I know I said it before, but the last time I was really doing a racing game was Motorsport 4. Well, a real racing game. I've been playing Horizon since then. And I'm just tired of their multiplayer not being competitive at all. Oh, there we go. Lost traction. And it's like, even when it does lose traction, I can't recover either. This car is awful. Didn't expect it to be this bad. We passed someone, yay! I say that like I actually have a chance of finishing this race. Oh, nope, lost traction again, into the wall. Again, same spot, actually. Oh, this car is the worst. Okay, a Honda S800 should not have 150 horsepower. It does not work. I think it'd be really funny to do like a class race where everyone has to drive these things. Then everyone has to drive an awful car. Those are really like the best racing series. Which I know a lot of people don't think that of NASCAR, but that's how I feel of NASCAR, because NASCARs are... I feel like NASCARs are purposefully bad. But whatever. Oh, somebody else quit. And racing's in 9, 8, yeah, no, we're not going to get to the finish. That was so bad. We're just going to back out and find a different car, because this is awful. Or actually it is, I gotta look at the time, yeah, it is almost time for me to get going anyways. Which is a little sad. Really wish I could just sit here and spend all day playing Forza Motorsport, but I can't. So, where are we? What is this? Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to turn the mic off too, because everybody else can hear me. Yeah, we gotta work on this. Okay. So, if anybody's actually still watching, thanks for watching. If not, no, whatever, that's fine too. I don't really care. Yeah, I'll be back on next Tuesday. Be streaming again next Tuesday, playing more Planet Coaster, working more on our Morgan. Still working on the supports, on how we're going to make some custom supports for the Morgan Hypercoaster. I know I was talking about making, get it, 3D modeling some and trying to make some and putting them in the game. Not sure how the system works yet. Need to play around with it maybe this weekend. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys on Tuesday. Thanks, and